Hello and welcome to today's lesson. Today we're going to continue with mountains. But before that, let us review what we did the other time. In the previous lesson, we talked about mountains, where we said mountains are landforms that stretches above the surrounding land, usually in the form of a peak. We looked at some highest mountains on Earth. We said the Mount Everest is the highest on Earth. The Elbrus mountain is the highest in Europe, which is located in Russia. The Ben Nevis is the highest in the United Kingdom, that is located in Scotland. And in England, we have the Scafell Pike, which is located at the Lake District National Park in Cumbria. We looked at young mountains and old mountains, where we said the major difference between a young mountain and old mountain is the level of erosion within an entire mountain range. We gave some examples when you go to the Rocky Mountains and the Himalayas. They are classified as young mountains because the mountain is very steep and they have very few signs of erosions. These mountains are still uplifted due to the effect of tectonic forces. And when you look at the old mountains, you can see a major difference. That is, they are not as steep as the young mountains, and they show a very broad sign of erosion. And we talked about the Appalachians, etc. So before we continue, let us watch a short video on what we did the other time, so we continue with today's lesson. So let's enjoy the video.
Hi, I'm Emerald Robinson, and in this What Is video, we're going to answer the question, what is a mountain? Defining what a mountain is can be tricky, but a good definition is any landmass higher and steeper than a hill. Many geographers agree that mountains are a minimum of 2,000 feet high and have a slope that's greater than 2 degrees. There are many types of mountains, and they're classified by how they're formed. Volcanic and dome mountains are formed by the molten rock or magma found beneath the Earth's crust. Volcanic mountains are made when erupting magma cools and hardens, forming a cone shape. Dome mountains are made when magma causes the crust to bulge and then subsides, leaving a rounded formation behind. Japan's Mount Fuji is a famous volcanic mountain, while the Adirondacks in the eastern U.S. are well-known dome mountains. Fold mountains form when the plates that make up the Earth's crust collide or pass over the top of one another, causing the crust to wrinkle and fold. The Rocky Mountains in the North American West and Europe's Alps are both fold mountains. Block mountains are made when pressure on giant cracks in the Earth's crust, or faults, cause slabs of rock to tilt upward and sometimes stack on top of one another. America's Sierra Nevada mountains are block mountains. The highest mountain on Earth is Mount Everest in the Asian Himalayan mountains. Its peak reaches 29,029 feet above sea level and is still growing. If you measure a mountain's height by its area, Hawaii's volcanic Mauna Loa is the world's largest at about 75 miles across. Both of these, though, are dwarfed by Olympus Mons on Mars, the solar system's highest and largest mountain, which is over 13 miles high and about 374 miles across.
For thousands of